World domination.
Let the game. What is it?
Okay, welcome. This is Bedito's Tides of Conflict Warcraft 3 map. It is
Ready to serve.
in honor of Warcraft 2. However, we are playing it in Warcraft 3, naturally.
Okay.
He's getting ready for Reforged, so
Right.
let's try to get our buildings going. First time going into this, going to be playing as Alliance and then Horde.
Right.
So we've got Human Farm. I think we'll probably want one of those. It's a 4 versus 4 situation.
Ready to serve.
Do I... Yeah, I chop the trees. I probably want a lumber mill for that. Elven lumber mill. Yes, that's Warcraft 2 style, that's for sure.
Ready to serve.
Hello.
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 Yes, my lord. Hello, my lord. What is it?
Yeah, Warcraft 2 has like the best sort of music and sounds. The Horde claims Searing Gorge. If left unchallenged, they will control it in 2 minutes. I see. So this is a little bit like a Risk style macro RTS, where you need to take over positions and points. You gain points up to 200,000, allows you to win essentially. So you're fighting the other players. It's a Horde versus Alliance to gain the most points. We have Embermon in Stormwind, Lordaeron as LOL 123, or 123 as Lordaeron. I've got an Elven Marine Engineer. Let's try one of those and get a Footman to start off with, then an Archer after that. Got myself as Pink. I don't know who I am actually. And Overclocked is cool to us, starting off on an island, so he's going to be our shipyard boy. We got our Marine Engineer, decommission ship, build a ship. Oh, I see, so I can build ships as well. I'll build like a backup ship over here. We've claimed the Northlands, and they've got the wetlands.
Yes, sire.
Improved arrows, mass archers, mass range imbalance, perhaps. Seem to have a good rate. We probably want to expand, would we not? Try to take over as much territory as possible.
Lord. All right.
So come over here.
Quel'Thalas shines once again.
Good for Quel'Thalas.
Okay.
Good for me.
Orders, your command.
Human Footman.
Sinu Aminori.
She has a passive, gives a 15% chance to avoid an attack.
Yes.
The music in the background is like part original Warcraft 2, partly remastered, and some original compositions created by Bedito himself.
Your orders.
So you might notice that it is like Warcraft 2 music, but there might be some nuances to it.
Yes.
It's a lot of Blizzard art. I'm going to get the blacksmith as well for tech in here. I'm Dalaran apparently. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense considering my position on the map. You will need mage, priests, or paladins to heal your units. Can I tech? I can, but I need the blacksmith to finish.
Yes,
I'll carry
sire.
on building an even mix of human footmen and archers.
Hello. Yes.
That righteous music.
All right. Okay. Yes, my lord.
Awaiting order.
I'll get another upgrade whilst we're here. Don't know if you can speed build as human. Looks like you can. You can get away with that. Get that blacksmith finished, go for the tech. And then we'll try to finish this off.
Yes, my lord. Done.
Right, we'll get our tech going. Apologies if there's like a few artifacts on the screen and whatnot. It's a bit of blur. It's because
Your command.
my internet connection is a bit rough these days, so I don't have much choice in the quality that I can give
Yes, my lord.
without it being too laggy. This is perfectly playable though. I'm getting no spikes and solid 64 ping. Seems
I believe.
fine to me.
Yes.
Got a human peasant stuck in there, so you can rally your peasants inside. So we're teching up our base, continue to get upgrades. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe get a few more peasants. So we're taking that base. We've got a gold mine over here, so we probably want to come over there and take over as much territory as possible before trying to fight the Horde.
Ready to serve.
So
My lord.
maybe I need to get another barracks or two.
Okay. Yes. Ready to serve.
Quel'Thalas
Work
shines
completed.
once again.
Right. Righto.
Yes,
Our
sire.
destiny awaits.
Your orders.
So there's a green spot over here. I'm not sure what that means.
Ready to serve.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
This is a claimed territory.
Yes.
Claiming the hinterlands. So by destroying the circle of power,
Yes, sire.
after 2 minutes, this will belong to me, I assume.
Your orders.
I haven't seen that Betas. I'm going to take these peasants over.
Okay.
I'm going
Yes.
to take you.
Righto.
We're going to go and build another base.
Work complete.
Okay.
Yes, sire.
We have our shipyard complete.
12th Alas shines once again.
Human merchant ship.
Captain on the bridge.
Instantaneous. Pull anchor. So I guess he can set sail.
Aye, Captain.
I'm not sure exactly how he works. Armed. Looks like Overclock might need some help. So I might send some navy over to him.
Job done.
Captain on the bridge.
Pull up the anchor.
Job done.
Skipper.
And he can have a couple of ships from me to help him out. Carry on getting upgrades whilst you can. Because I've got the resources to afford it. They're fighting over territory over here. I've got some ships coming over overclocked. I'll give you control so you can use those ships if you want. We're going to get some knights and some ballistas.
Lord.
What else can we build? We can get Elven Sanctum
Ready to alright.
and a dwarf.
Yes, me lord.
Dwarf. Music's cool and upbeat. Territories are very large, so there's a lot of stuff to keep yourself busy with early on.
Aye, Captain. Skipper.
Skipper.
Aye, Captain. Set sail.
Job's done.
Underway. Work completed.
Right. We need the Dwarven Inventor and the Elven Sanctum of the Sun. So we're getting both of those, and then we can tech up again. Embermon's moving in with LOL 123. Looks like I've got a very passive area. I could get a transport ship to get over there.
Captain on the bridge.
Job's done.
Aye, aye, sir.
We'll build up some peasants to transfer over.
Yes.
Take all the gold mines. This belongs to LOL, so I'll let LOL deal with that. I want to take that territory. There's a one over here as well that I could maybe fight for.
As you wish.
Ready to serve.
Yes, my lord.
We're going to attack.
Yes, sire.
Gonna get oh, lumber is required.
Lord.
And then some. We definitely need some lumber. Don't know if there's shredders in this. There wasn't shredders in Warcraft 2.
Hello. Ready
Gonna transfer these over.
What is it? Hello. What is it?
Aye,
sir?
Captain.
What
Work
is it?
completed. Skipper.
Skippy.
Aye, Captain.
Ready to serve.
Underway.
Me lord. Alright. Ready to serve. Okay. Ready to serve.
Might have to put the
Alright. Yes. Hello.
base slightly further back. So 8 minutes into the game, you can see the score. 8,000 for the Alliance, 7,000 for the Horde. We've got more regions, that's why.
Your orders. Your command.
Seem to be doing well on resources. Knights don't cost much. Elven Rangers are actually quite expensive, aren't they? There's a lot of detail to their descriptions. We'll carry on getting our researchers there.
Set sail.
Right, you guys can come out of that, since I want you into the gold mine. Or we can try for this territory over here. That might be one I have to fight over, so I might need to get some towers there or something.
Yes.
Or position some troops
Your
there.
command. Hail. On your guard. Yes, sire.
This has been scattered by Ember.
Set sail. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain. Underway.
looks safe at the moment. And I can get some towers.
Ready.
There we go. Take that.
Yes, me
Your
lord.
command? Yes, my lord.
Tech is complete, so we'll get our researches.
Ready to serve.
Work complete.
Keep bringing it all in. I've got tons and tons of resources.
Ready to serve.
I'm not shy on that at all.
Work complete.
Is that a hero? Altar of the Light.
Ready. Yes, me lord. Yes.
Oh, that's for paladins, I suppose.
Okay. Charge done.
Then mass griffins, like a
Yes, me
scumbag.
lord.
Orders?
Charge done.
We'll get some peasants.
Ready to serve.
I don't think once you're building peasants, you can evacuate the peasant that's currently in there. So I'd have to cancel. And then evacuate.
What is it? Me
The
lord.
Horde has taken Northaron.
Work
Wow, look at the
complete.
size of the towers.
Alright. Ready to serve.
Ah!
Yes, me lord.
Work
Yes.
complete.
So that's a human mage tower.
Ready to serve.
More expensive than the human scout tower, so I guess I'll commit to those.
Yes, me lord.
This is definitely territory we want to hold on to. I might even get another
Ready to serve.
couple over here as well.
Charge done.
Or one,
Right.
because there's not much space otherwise to build. There we
Okay.
go, one or two. Just to protect that territory.
Charge done.
Same goes for this actually. Just something in
Okay.
case they do decide to land and
Yes,
suddenly
me
start
lord.
attacking me.
Alright.
Right, we've got almost all our upgrades. We need to get a few more farms.
Yes, me lord. Right now.
Always
Alright.
useful to get farms to
Okay.
block if you can.
Alright.
At your service.
Right now.
Right, paladins.
Charge done.
Oh,
Charge done.
the griffins are going to sound like the griffins of old as well. Oh, I see. The human towers actually go small after they're finished.
Okay.
Town is under
Right.
attack.
Charge done.
Overclock getting massively overwhelmed
Charge
here.
done.
Can I give you any more ships?
Skipper.
Send me more ships, Skipper. Build more farms. Send in some defense for overclocks.
Charge done.
I need to get some units over there as well.
Aye, Captain.
So I need to partly protect
Yes.
overclocked. Because they've got the territory on the east hand side, I think, relatively secure.
Charge done. Alright. Right. Charge done. Okay.
The
Hello.
town is under attack. Yes, sire. Set sail.
Stay alive.
Charge done.
Yes. Your orders. Work complete. Your
Charge
command.
done.
Aye, Captain. Your orders. Your command. Set sail.
I will lead.
Yes, sire. As you wish.
Alright, I'm sending you some troops. Try to help with that.
We are under attack.
Mage towers don't actually do damage. I think... Oh, I see. They're not actually towers. They are actually literally structures to produce the mages with. Okay.
Charge done.
Reinforcements are arriving.
Underway. Set sail. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Skipper. Set sail. Hail. We are under attack.
Got some sick upgrades.
Orders.
Overclock gets to live for another day.
Aye, Captain.
Pressure is real. He's got backup from Lordaeron's mass griffins as well. What else can I build? Maybe just build more structures in general.
Right now. Alright.
So we definitely know we can produce enough stuff. Territories are
Right
sometimes a harsh mistress. We can get those mage towers.
Okay. Charge done.
You can't build there.
Yes, me lord.
Complete your orders. Work complete.
Yes, I think you do, Nick.
Charge
It's a
done.
macro-based map, so there will be some time spent.
I come to serve.
Ember is defending versus the Horde. Quite close to our territories now.
Yes.
Midpoints.
Alright. Charge go. Charge go.
Don't go air. Well, air is quite vulnerable to archers and stuff like that in Warcraft too.
Your command.
They're not like that OP, but they're definitely expensive. But that's the luxury of going air units. I think I'm capped at 200 food.
Right,
Work complete.
okay. Yes, me lord.
Why do I keep building mage towers? Because the mage towers over here are on an island, and I can't be bothered to keep fussing about that. So we've got the guard towers, the cannon towers. That is definitely Warcraft too.
Work complete. Skipper.
Skipper.
Me lord. Charge go.
Dwarf and war wagon. Got the gyrocopters. Let's get some war wagons. You know tanks are OP. And we'll try to set up our units. So you've got to build paladins from the human altar. They don't transfer over to here where the human knights would be. So you don't actually have heroes in this as far as I know. Because you didn't have heroes in Warcraft 2. Can't build there. Can't build there.
Right. Hello. Okay. Alright.
Knights are good though.
Right.
Or paladins. Because they're fast. So they'll catch up. They've got some defenses between the two. We've got a lot of points over here. You can either just sit there and wait for the 200,000, or we can try to take over more
Job's done.
and dominate in that sense.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Charge! Orc pirates. Overclock stealing.
Yes. At one side.
Human OP. I need to use up some of my units now. Because we've got essentially capped. He built a watchtower over here. That was sneaky. Oh, I see. There's an attempt to try to take my little area from Ice Cat.
Hello.
This OWO is on the mark.
Yes, me lord.
Who says you can't micro and macro?
Hello. Me lord. Yes, me lord. Hello. Me lord. Right. What is it? Okay. Hello.
The light wills it.
Done.
So we've got our Paladins of Exorcism, Holy Light. Knights are definitely faster though. So you have changed the units up a little bit there, from the Paladin to the Knight.
Your wish.
It is time to purge.
So what are my war wagons up to? They're actually quite quick. Very fast. So are they siege? I've heard the town is under attack. I'll start making my moves soon. I don't think I have many griffin nests though.
Right. Yes, me lord. Right. Alright. Yes, me lord.
Okay.
It is time to purge.
Okay to go.
Gyrocopter to protect this army. Probably put a gyrocopter in every place.
Our allies' town.
The light wills it. The light stands with the alliance.
Right, we've got our mages here. So fireball. Forced armor. So you just need to change that from Forced to Frost Armor. Polymorph and Blizzard. You need to load the war wagons. Oh yeah, you can. So they're like transport, are they?
This is our chance. The light stands with the Alliance.
The town is under attack.
My sovereign.
We are under attack.
Priests are just your healers. Don't think I actually bother with many archers past that point. I almost feel like in macro maps like this, it'd be nice if there was a Warcraft, like an Age of Empires 2 function where you can press a button, which would be the dot button. Although dot in this does that. What? Wow.
We are under attack.
But yeah, the dot button would highlight any AFK military units. I think I still have military units over here, so I'm going to move them. Overclocked, I think, has got control of his situation. Do I have any transport ships? No, I have to bring them back. And then I'm ready to move out and take over the whole place. How do you tilt the camera from left to right? It's minus button and the plus button after the numbers. That's a new feature.
Aye, Captain.
They're encroaching on my lands. Maybe I should send off a force to try to take down there, because they've already got a pinpoint here.
Sinu
Your
Amanori.
orders. Set sail. Yes. Aye, Captain.
I'll probably do with some more transport ships.
Set sail. Aye, Captain.
Aye, sir. Our allied town is under siege.
Nasty buggers. Look, the Storm Reaver clan. Still got a gold mine up here that needs to be taken. And that one there. But I'll leave it for now.
It is time to purge. The light wills
Aye,
it.
Captain. Skipper. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Underway.
The
Your
light
command.
stands with the Alliance.
Your orders. Yes. At once, sire.
It is time to purge.
Your command. Yes. Your orders.
I think I'm just going to highlight everything and put them in. I always struggle a bit more on macro maps.
You're the boss. The light stands.
Your command.
Is at my side.
Chuck it all in and let it go.
By the light's might. The light stands with the Alliance. Strike them down.
Your wish?
And then we've got like almost unlimited resources to rebuild.
Your orders.
Resources are definitely not much of a problem in this.
Under siege. On your guard.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Skipper. Set sail. Skipper.
Command me. Certainly. I'm your swan. No problem.
Set sail.
Okay,
Aye,
let's go.
Captain. Aye, aye.
Hopefully I don't get destroyed out in the ocean.
Underway. Aye, Captain. Underway. Aye,
I'm not
aye,
worried
sir.
about this territory for now.
Aye, Captain.
I'm going to go to the heart of the Horde.
Underway. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
Can I land here?
Aye, Captain.
No, I don't think I can.
Skipper.
I might have to come around. Go for like a fin choke point. And then land like over here.
Aye, Captain.
Could also land on this island and screw this person over. Feels bad for them, but get them off Overclock's back.
Set sail. Underway. Aye, Captain.
This is suddenly going to get very extensively out of hand for blue. Just unload as much as possible. rebuild more paladins. Try to use the heals. I think I might have lost my... What about my casters?
This is our chance.
Must take action.
It is time to purge. This is our chance.
Oh, overclock landed at the same time as well.
It is time to purge.
Definitely destroying this. Needs more mate. Oh my goodness, we've got mate. They're defending.
It is time to purge.
I don't think I have enough anti-air though. I don't think gyrocotters fight versus air, do they? They do in this though. But the damage is very minor, so I don't think there's proper anti-air. Because they were always scouts in yeah, I think you'd have to get properly just mass griffins yourself. Or mass archers. Oh, war wagons can actually attack air by the looks of it. So we're still doing some pressure here. There is a Discord for Tides of Conflict. That's either in the Hive Workshop thread, which you can check out in the link below, or there'll probably be maybe a direct link to it if I can get that to work in the video description. Ember's got a lot of lazy units just sitting around here. Some humans do more than others.
We are under attack.
It is time to purge.
I think we've relatively successfully taken over this territory. Gonna get the 100,000 points mark. So, am I just gonna go lazy and go mass griffins even though I was told not to? Because I gotta travel back all the way over there. And flying is a quick way to get over there. Aye, Orgy. Congratulations. You've done it. Yeah, they got 5 territories, we've got 14, so I definitely think the Alliance has control here. We'll try to switch up the teams next time, or whoever joins, so I won't be with Ember or Overclocked in the next one. Death Knights. Oh yes. Orc Raiders, Orc Catapults. Got the Troll Shadow Priests. Grunts. Berserkers. The Griffins don't suffer from the problem that the Warcraft 2 ones do, where you TK your own units. So mass air could still be very strong, because in Warcraft 2 you TK'd your own units with mass air and it was really annoying.
This is our chance. It is time to purge. The light is at my side.
You took over one of these, did you? Would you use like a lone griffin or something? You could do that. Units definitely take a while to get going though.
Hello.
So you better be prepared to build enough structures to deal with it.
Yes, me lord.
Although if you look at the resources, that's certainly not an issue at the moment.
Okay.
So the
Yes, me
fortune
lord.
favours the bold and brave, which is just to go straight for it.
Hello.
You do run out of gold though, that's a
Alright.
possibility. So it's not unlimited gold, but there's definitely a lot of it.
Aye, Captain.
I think the terrain is pretty good. The one choke point, I'm trying to work out if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess that promotes more ship warfare, so there's more to keep yourself... You know, it's important to have ships as well. But if there's 2 choke points, perhaps there's more opportunity for land-controlled armies to do some damage, like something connecting these two. but I'm not entirely sure on that. Elven ballistas could be a quick way to get through this base. What does the enemy player team do then? If they're in a situation where they can't come back? There's no surrender, other than just leaving, I suppose. Thank you for the gold. You've still got some spare. Yeah, Warcraft 2, it's important to use spells and stuff like that. It's a bit more trickier to use spells in Warcraft 2. We'll be playing as the Horde next, after we've defeated them, as the Alliance, to check out their units. Although it should be a similar deal, because Warcraft 2 and the... it was more of like skin changes than anything else. The units themselves had relatively similar stats, but the abilities were a little different. Those war wagons are taking up a lot of space there, to be fair. They're like 4 food each. Send in the griffins. Oh, these dragons have got 3,000 health actually, so there are definitely different stats. Maybe I'm missing an upgrade. Those dragons are insane, actually. 3,000 health. And a lot more damage. Dragons are simply designed to be better. So you've got an orc bias by the looks of it. That peon death sounds weird. Oh, they cost twice the gold in supply. Oh, okay. Looks like we're taking the first victory there. Got some griffins over here. Send those bad boys over. So Bedito went for like customized controls here. So A, S, D, Hey guys, F, how's C.
Uh,
it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Yeah. Cron Traver, thank you very much there for the sub. I personally prefer my own sort of normal controls because that's just how I got used to using Warcraft 3. But this is more on like a ZXC V basis. QWER, ASDF. It's a grid layout. Yeah, ZXC. Hey! Well, he doesn't look happy, does he? It's like the Walking Dead cell shade Warcraft graphics. Right, let's go as the Horde now. Dalaran. Hey Dalaran. Hey Dalaran. My mum, she bought me this video game. It's EverQuest. It sucks. Dude. Well, I stick to my principles and that's gold. That's a lot of gold. That's the most important thing, is to manage your gold resources. Game name, gold. So we're the Horde now. There's red, there's grey, there's dark blue, there's magenta. Ember, you should probably be the top. And the same goes for Overclocked. Just to make it a bit more fair. I know you've already played Alliance, that's the thing you might want to... Oh, he's going to rage quit out instead. I don't know. Yeah. You might want to try out the Horde, but I just think for like balance purposes. Same goes for you, Overclocked, ideally, but you are as much of a... What's the term? Liability as you are anything else. Overclocked is more of a liability than Ember is. Right. Let's get going and try out the Horde then. Red seems to be the right colour if you're going to try out the Horde. I'm personally biased towards Alliance myself. Alliance is better than Horde. The Horde are evil. They're just bad people. Like, sure, maybe now they're not so bad, but they're still bad. Like, they're originally very terrible people.
Let the game
Almost sounded like Chris Metzen. So we've got this over here. Do I not want to try to... Maybe... Oh, that sound. Get the barracks ASAP. We want Burrow as well. So we can definitely afford our units. If we try to take over as many points as possible, as fast as possible, that'll speed up the points to win. I guess the Horde can't speed build because their units go inside of the structure to build. So the human have an advantage with speed building because of Warcraft 3 mechanics. Oh, it is Chris Metzen. I thought it was. Goblin ship builder. Alright.
ready to work. Work complete.
I suppose if there was a way to highlight on the map where these control points all are. I actually know maybe you already have done, sorry. They are the green spots on the map, I see. I've got a cheeky spider just walking along my desk as if he owns the place. I don't have the heart to kick him out.
Work complete. Ready to work.
I'm going to get an Orc Forge, or ideally
Work complete.
a lumber mill. Over there, that looks like a tasty place for it. We need more lumber. If I can get a bit more lumber, I'll go with another barracks.
Your command, master. Ready to work.
So if you take that and then come over here, and then we keep getting our lumber so we can go for more bases after that.
Ready to work.
Whatever happened to my birds, they're downstairs fluffing it up, all three of them.
Your command, master.
I'm not personally much of a fan of the Helluria, but this one's pretty good actually. It's more closer to melee
Ready to work.
in that sense, like unit-wise, and how abilities work.
Ready to work.
Just keep going.
Your
Let's go for
command,
our
master.
expansion up here.
Sun's up. Ready to work.
Wonder if I could get away with millions of trolls, just like only trolls. Just like old school when I first played Warcraft 2,
Complete.
and then people had to go at me because I was bad. Just nothing but trolls. Because at least that will counter air, even though we know the dragons are pretty awesome. So we're taking over that circle. Overclock's taking over that one. So I don't think there's much other pieces of terrain for me.
Ready to
This music's getting intense. We need Forge again. So that's also research. Then we can get our tech going. Pig farms. So got that, we've got that going. We've taken over that territory. I should try to get more of the units though when I can. Definitely get the research for our headhunters, or axe throwers in this sense. These more barracks. Neutral here. So W for the trolls. That's for grunts, raiders and such. We can get the armor, maybe. If we do decide to get some of those. So grunts can still do some tanking. Then we've got to get a tech. 2,100. I feel like there's a bit of distortion to that musical instrument in the background. That needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Ah, that's it. The Berserker upgrades. Let's take you guys off. Bring you over here. Take the other ones over to here. Come over to here. And we'll set up 4 peons for that gold mine as well. Then we'll go back to our axe throwers. You guys can come over here for the time being. We're going to fight the Horde. I mean the Alliance this time. Maybe my map thinks Witty needs a lot of hints. I feel like I've grabbed onto this quite well. Nazgul's given Stockner quite a lot of jip. Very heavy pressure. If he takes over that base, he definitely needs help from Dalaran. Ah, we can get raiders now. And then all catapults as well. Pushing upwards. Wow, that's ballsy upgrade over here, overclocked with the expansion. Just try to hold overclock's expansion. Horde taking over. We're not dilly-dallying this Horde. They want it all. So, Troll, Voodoo, Hut, and Goblin Alchemist. So, Goblin Alchemist. On Voodoo. Trolls we trust. Raiders, they have Cleave, OP, and Ensnare, and an autocast. How'd you get Ensnare to be autocast? Is it actually autocast though? I think he's... What is it? Causes the target enemy to be bound. Oh, I think that was autocast. Ah, Berserkers! Let's take this down. 50% faster, 50% more damage. Better do that damage first then. Ow. I'm going to send in the Zeppelins, I'm going to send in the Shadow Priests. I'm going to get some Orc Catapults. In case they try to get some towers or something. Also going to get way more pig farms, so I don't have to worry about food supplies. And we need to tech. Of course, lumber is required for that one, my old friend. So we'll get a bit more. Probably don't need that many more peasants or peons. Overclock setting up some towers over here. We're going to lose this choke point soon. We don't really want to do that. It's going to be hard to get that back. Keep going upgrades. Nezgrel hasn't been able to take over a cool terrace yet. Ah, my sapling. But we're definitely going to lose this territory soon. Got sappers though, so sappers aren't going to be like mortar teams, are they? They're going to be just blowing up on things. Mass sappers maybe? And that way I can use up the resources more easily by just blowing up my units all the time. Food for thought, eh? I have a strategy in mind. Needs more lumber. Oh, the Dragonmore clan have come in to help support Overclocked. Got burning oil. I like the idea of the clans and the different territories. Dragons are a possibility, but like I say, dragons are always a good fallback because we could see they had good stats for what they were. Definitely needs lumber. Still needs lumber. Orc Fortress. Get that Orc Fortress. What are you doing? Chop chop. I'll get some raiders because they're quite cheap. At least lumber wise. Zeppelins don't have attacking this, they're purely just used for scouting. So, oh, they can actually transport units, which is pretty good. I don't think the gyrocopters could transport units. Oh, you have to research. Okay. Allows goblin sappers to suicide bomb into the enemy. That's what we're going to bank on. I think I got enough of these. Might need more. Needs more units that can blow up. $3,000 ain't cheap. Hello there, Yaber. How's it going? Jaber? Jabber. I know you got funny about me mispronouncing your name. I like Jabber though. The points are actually really even this time. That's why I'm going to bank on these sappers being able to turn the tides of darkness. Get it? We're going to have 2 full groups of buildings. Sapper the hell out of the enemy. What's happening? The build time's not too bad. We are starting to encroach into their territories. Looks like we've got a bit of a foothold here. There's been no attempt to actually take this territory so far. Or this. I think Overclock's being lazy. Perhaps I need to... I would take those territories, but damn, do I need money? Not really. Money is very plentiful. $1,000 damage. Sounds like a lot. Should be interesting. Although they're probably going to blow themselves up, so I've got to be careful with that. So I have to sort of almost send them in a little bit, one at a time. Where's my lumber? Look to the skies! And then back again. Nazgrel's got quite the impressive fleet. Looking like he might want to be doing something with that.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Let's try sending sappers in. Oh, they can play go. They can place goblin landmines. Not sure if that's even got much of a cooldown on it. Are those unlimited? They'll just go into people's bases and plant loads of them. There's no attack move, so it's not exactly too easy to... You have to like almost manually blow up these little dudes. And they don't always want to pay attention. Ah, I see, because they cost mana for that. So I think the goblin landmine was just, yeah... There's no real cooldown on it, it's just... Alright, I need a sneak elite squad. I'm gonna go take on myself, Dalaran. Charge him through with my elite group of squaddies. Disrupt the economy. Oh, cool. Terrace has been taken down. Horde are going to be gaining some favourable points there. I'm going to carry on sending to Ember. Maybe just an endless stream of sappers, seeing as I can afford it. We need more lumber. The lumber is quite a heavy price though. But I've certainly got a lot stashed up.
We need more lumber. town is being attacked. Abu. Ready to Sunsun.
Can I blow up that griffin whilst it's ensnared? Oh, it's no longer ensnared there. Stay alive, my little one. Maybe more discreet tactics are required. I need shipbuilder. I don't think my sappers are making it freeze, so they're somewhat balanced, but at least they blow up on things when they die. Oh, you might be able to do that actually. That would be insane. Hang on a second. Why go ships when you can go straight to air? Although sappers never worked in Zeppelins before. Otherwise you'll just do... Might be a problem with these sappers. Yeah, 5k, 5 food. 5 food. Was it Griffin like 2.5 food then? 5 food is still pretty reasonable. Bulkier dragons. Oh, hot dog. But it takes up one whole spot. So that's a lot. You have to keep doing like bombing runs or something.
Victory! Our allied town is being attacked. Yes.
Came from behind.
Research complete.
Okay. We're safe so far over here.
I laugh in the face of danger.
Okay, so I need to ping this area so I can more easily identify it and send units to it. The score is very close. They're making us work for it. I guess I can always have the back.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Yeah.
Mousse chocolat. Thank you very much for the sub. Out of curiosity, how much does one sapper take? Although I can't build this yet. I need to lose some units. It's a shame I can't fit a few more sappers than just one, but what I'll have to do. Okay. Bombing run on the way. Oh, Ember's getting a very harsh time in his original base. Maybe I should go to Lordaeron. Lordaeron, I think, is further up here.
Work complete.
There's Dalaran.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Yeah, that looks like it might be Lordaeron. Ultrix City. There's Lordaeron City. He blows himself up on the power.
Got it! Full speed ahead! Got it!
Well, that was pretty effective. You just got to do that a lot. So we're going to need more Zeppelins, really. Need like an even amount of Zeppelins and Goblins. So I can just keep dropping. Yeah, I mean, you could consider spamming the mines. I'm not sure exactly how much damage the mines do. There we go. That looks like a good group. See if they've got enough to stop this. Go visit my old friend Ember. Planting those gold mines isn't gold mines? Goblin land mines isn't always an easy job. Someone's got to do it though.
We're being attacked!
I don't think the landmines do that much damage. So it might just be quicker just to blow. Yeah, I think the landmines do very, very little damage. So you're almost better off just blowing up.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Split up. Evade. Okay, maybe mass dragons now to finish things off. Need the space for it, and I need to get rid of like all the Zeppelins I built. They're probably going to take like 6 years to build as well. Oh, I've got so many Zeppelins, it's ridiculous. Okay. I think they took that back, didn't they? They're not giving it up easy. Nazgul's expanding. If these guys can attack air, I don't see it.
threatening me?
Our allied town is being attacked.
Full speed ahead!
Work complete. Work complete. Work complete.
What?
Work complete. Work complete.
Are you threatening me?
Work complete.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna take a long time. Look at the timer on that.
We're being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked.
Got it! Are you threatening me?
Yeah, Zeppelin, my Zeppelins can't attack. I've got to go for a ride then instead.
Work complete.
Okay. Our allied town is being attacked.
Work complete. Sunset. Work complete. Sunset. Work complete. Work complete.
Our allied town is being attacked. Gold mine is running low.
We're being attacked.
I'm a man of extremes.
Our allied town is being attacked.
The Alliance have defended. The orc who was charged to attack that should have his head cut off.
Work complete.
Got some dragons causing trouble over here from Nazgul. He's done quite well actually. Though he's getting trouble from Ember over here.
Sunset. Work complete.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
We're being attacked. Work complete. Work complete.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Soon I will have all of my dragons. They will take a long time to build, but they will be there. True. Polymorph would shut down the dragons, but don't tell them that.
We're being attacked.
My last Zeppelins. I wonder when this was going to happen. Look how many dragons are coming through. Got some dragons myself. Dragon Flame. That actually hits air units. Nice.
Work complete. Work complete.
OP dragons.
Our allied town is being attacked.
I see they don't have the annoying Warcraft 2 sounds though. Like, oh yes. These dragons are not messing around. They're going to take over everything. Game over, boys. Tremble in despair.
Work complete.
Doom has come to your world. Oh my god, I still got so many Zeppelins. I need to get those suicided or something. They can do scouting and eventually get themselves killed. Mass Death Knights. 600 range. They only take damage from magic, really. Well, extra damage from magic. So the archers actually don't do too much damage versus dragons. Some gyros where? Oh yeah, yeah, cheeky gyros. Maybe I'll send some of these to deal with them.
We're being attacked.
See, because we're losing that point. The Alliance have got 13 regions, so that's how you win, though. So you got to take. Although the dragons are obviously able to hit the points, the regions quite easily, being ranged and flying. So might want to take that back. I'll leave a couple or something to defend it. That Dragon Flame might actually be helpful versus towers and whatnot. Got some backup coming. Oh, yeah, there's a few dragons and a few Death Knights and Ember's base. Don't think Ember was too much of a fan of that. I think dragons might be a bit too strong. What's the matter, Ember? You don't like them focusing you? Oh, they took that back right away. I mean, I guess we all knew it was going to come down to mass dragons anyway. Can I hurt my own dragon? I don't think I can hurt my own dragon with Dragon Flame, which is neat. So I don't have to worry about splash damage. These dragons really want to fight. Bunch of brawlers. Oh, look how many buildings have got in enemy territory here. They're still technically winning now on the score. So we need to get more. We need to build it back up. Needs chaos damage, and then they'll be perfect. I think building a whole bunch of towers should help protect that point. It would be neat to bump into a whole bunch of mages and then they just polymorph all of my dragons. That was very strong, because it's permanent. There's some nice ground armies going on over here. Dragons coming in to clean this up. Purge it with fire. I mean, if the Horde had access to this many red dragons, the war would be over very quickly. How comes the towers are huge, and then when you upgrade them, they go small? Is this because the red dragons are forced to fight by the Horde? But they sound so torn apart.
Town is being attacked.
Although, let's face it, they really loved it. They claim that they didn't like it, but they loved tearing the Alliance apart. They could have fought back, but they never did. They were too scared to lose Alex Strasser. But that was selfish of them, to just kill everyone else, because they couldn't be bothered to fight back versus the Horde. The Horde are just bad people, I'm sorry, they're just bad. All these people are like, oh, I like the Horde because, you know, they're oppressed. But actually it's the other way around. They're the ones that came over here and started killing everyone. The Horde are the bad guys. People seem to forget that though. What would you do if you were just living on an island like this? Nice cozy island. And then BAM! Bunch of dragon flame. So we have the basic towers. We can't get access to cannon towers then. The Horde have definitely taken charge of the points now. It was only a matter of time. Bow before the Horde. Blizzard were always biased towards the Horde. Oh. Oh! Thought he was gonna flank me, did he? Forgot I had dragons though. I'm still 200 food, so are there any backup dragons spawned over here? No, I don't think I've actually had to build any. They are on build, but... Ah, Zeppelins. Well, I still got Zeppelins on patrol. Yes! The Horde win. He looks like Quake guy. Victory! Alright, well that is Tide of Conflict. This was created by Bedito. There's a Hive workshop thread for it, so go check that out. Also, they have their own Discord channel where you could probably feedback information to Bedito much more easily. You would probably want to check that out. That'll be in the video description below. And hopefully you enjoyed this. Let's see how much gold I made. That's the most important thing. Ah. Didn't quite double, but I did get more gold than last game. That's always nice. It's alright, Bedito. Thank you very much for requesting it. And yeah, hopefully if any of you are more into the macro style risk style of gameplay for Warcraft 3, want that more from your RTS, then there is a map for you to check out.